What's going on, guys? My name is Lubcubs, and welcome back to another video on Blocktalk. I'm joined once again with T. How's it going, man?
Doing great, man. How you doing?
I am good. Guys, today we are talking about, well, just a few random things. We don't really have a topic in mind. Please leave a comment down below. Let us know some topic ideas that will greatly, help us out.
Very much so, man. We sit here and rack our brains. We're like, okay, this is a good topic. Oh no, that's a crap topic. Okay, no, this is a good topic. No, that's a crap topic.
We've been sitting here for about 15 minutes now trying to come up with a topic, and we decided to just talk about a few random things. We each had like an idea that would be like, that could be a 10-minute conversation. So
yeah.
All right, let's jump right into it.
Let's.
Cool. All right, so I don't really know where we want to start. I kind of was talking about the new Minecraft movie I just heard got announced finally.
Finally, it's live action.
Yeah, is it live action for sure?
No.
Okay. I really hope it's not.
I really hope it's not either. I really hope it's animated. If they do make it live action, I feel like it's going to be too much Smurfs, too much Sonic. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could see it kind of where it starts in the Minecraft world, and then all of a sudden, he's a portal into the real world. But I think
that would be all right. I think
it could be all right. I would just rather an animated movie. I'd love to see the story on Steve and his adventure to fight the Ender Dragon or something like that. I don't know. I've heard Jack Black is the voice in that as well, so
he's either going to be a voice or a main character, one of the two.
Who is he going to be? A freaking piglin? Like.
No, I think he's supposed to be Steve, dude.
Is he the voice of Steve?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, maybe that could be good.
What do you feel about that?
I don't know. I feel that doesn't seem Stevie. You'll ask him?
I can ask him.
Oh, call him right now.
Yeah, I'll call him right this very moment.
You actually have his contact.
We're
him?
on speaking terms.
Oh, that's funny.
No, we only run into him at those charity events, so gotcha. I can ask him then. That's about it. I don't have his direct line. I know what street he lives on. He told me what street he lives on.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah, that's about it. He's like, I live off of blah blah blah.
You just start walking up and down the street till you find him.
I have an idea of where he lives because there's only so many homes on that street. It's it's
probably a $1 billion street.
Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the Hollywood Hills, like where a bunch of other stars live.
It's probably like a multi-million-dollar house. So.
Yeah, probably. I mean, all the houses on there are average anywhere between $4 to like $25 million.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really close to, as a matter of fact, very, very close to where Captain Sparkles lives.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the movie itself, we know very little information about it. This was supposed to come out like in 2022 or something like that, and it never did. It got announced in like 2019 or 2020.
Yeah.
And then it kind of went on a back burner for quite a long time.
Very long time. Just as much as, what do you call it, kind of went to, what is it called? Minecon kind of kept on getting dropped because
COVID.
It was Microsoft and what do you call it, could never freaking make up their minds. And COVID, yeah, exactly. And then they keep changing their minds on things, which I understand. I understand why they did it.
Right. But
still a shame. We were still... Yeah, it's still a shame because we're all kind of anticipating all this wonderful stuff that is never gonna occur.
But yeah, so it's finally coming out 2025, which actually I'm really, really happy about because I mean you've seen it, I've seen it, everyone's seen it. Minecraft's kind of going downhill a little bit.
A little bit
in terms of popularity.
You're being so generous with that little bit.
It's sad. I don't want it to. That's why I'm like, it's just a little bit.
Well, I don't want it to either. There's we've mentioned this in past episodes about Hytale specifically, right?
Yes.
So Riot Games, I'm not going to specify too much because I have some insider information that I can't talk too much about because of friends that work there. Riot Games bought Hytale years ago. Right back in 2020, I believe, 2021.
Bought Hytale or like a huge investor in
I
Hytale?
thought they invested into Hytale. They purchased Hytale.
Okay.
Right. I think Hypixel is still developing it, but they bought the IP. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Kind of like Mojang still creates Minecraft, but Microsoft owns the IP, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay. So as of like 3 days ago, 4 days. No, it's been a week now. Um, the the wonderful company of Riot Games decided that they're going to lay off a butt ton of people, and they did. They even laid off one of my friends, who was in a very high director position at the company.
Okay.
And what they did was they ended up closing the Forge program. The Forge program is their indie game development program. So I'm like, oh crap!
Is that
They're
Hytale?
gonna shut down Hytale because it's part of one of the indie games that they picked up, because they picked up like 6 or 7 games.
Right.
And I talked to a buddy of mine. He's like, no, there's no talk of Hytale, and there's no talk of this other game that they're in development with. They were not part of the Forge program. I said, cool. So there's no like definitive that it's still on, but there's no sign that it's been canned either.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That makes sense. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I was really concerned that they were going to close out the program, because I could have swore it was part of the Forge program.
Right.
Oh no, villager, you don't belong in here.
But I guess with Hytale still kind of like overshadowing Minecraft's future a little bit, it's a good thing that this is coming out in 2025, because it's going to bring a large viewership back to the game anyways, or a large player base.
I really hope so, because honestly speaking, I think like you said, I think that Minecraft is, I mean, dying off, because it's just such a sad word, but it's happened before, right? Pre-COVID, Minecraft was pretty close to being not dead, but dead to YouTubers, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
and
you cannot create content for it.
And for some reason, PewDiePie kind of helped rejuvenate that quite a bit.
And I don't know why, because he's not obviously a Minecraft YouTuber by any means.
But I guess he's a big enough YouTuber that has enough of a reach to get new people interested in the game that the game spiked again.
Right, exactly. And I'm very honestly grateful for that, because it did push a big old spike to views. It made it more exciting to actually record. Because honestly, I love this game and I love recording this game. The problem is that when no one watches, it's very, very discouraging to, why am I doing this?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or do we just call it a day? Because it's really frustrating when nobody. I mean, I'm not trying to be, oh, humdrum, freaking woe is me or whatever, but I'm just saying that's just in general. No one likes to create content that nobody watches. Even if it is for themselves, it's always gratifying when you get some kind of either feedback, or you make somebody's day good because of good content that you put out.
Yeah, 100%. And it's always, I mean, that's kind of the main reason that we do it, right? We don't do it to, just, I guess there is a part of us that do it just because we want to and we like to, and it's what we want to do, but we want other people to enjoy what we're doing with us.
I think that's why, like you said, I think that's why we do it, because yes, I like playing games, and yes, I like recording, but I think I like recording because I like sharing.
Yes. I haven't played a game in years for the sake of playing a game, really.
No?
I always like to show people and share what I'm doing, right? Like I bought the Harry Potter game to record it, and I still haven't played it because it's like I want to share it with people. I want people to see my first time reactions with it. I haven't seen like any gameplay of it, and yeah, I want people to see kind of like firsthand me playing it.
Right, and that makes sense, because again, it's the whole look what I'm sharing here. Basically, is like I only like doing gameplay anymore. I love doing the tutorials and whatnot in the past.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy doing it because I love helping people. I love the fact that people have questions and that are having trouble, and I wanna help them get through their problems as much as I can with mods and stuff like that, because I feel everybody should play modded Minecraft. It's just a more enjoyable version of the game, in my opinion. But at the same time, it takes up so much setup and so much time just to create those videos. And they do get a reasonable amount of views, but they don't translate into subscribers, and people don't tend to come back. It's just the one video and done.
Right. The tutorial videos are always good for views, but they are not a recurring viewership.
No, It's not, and it doesn't. It's not a retaining factor for your
Right.
channel,
Yeah.
right? And ultimately, yes, I enjoy the views, but I want the subscribership and the return people. I'm not trying to sound greedy or anything like that. Like that's not the intention here. Like, oh, look at me, I want everybody to watch my stuff. No, I just want people to enjoy what I make, but I want people to come back and enjoy more content than just the one piece that I put out.
Yes.
You know?
And I know, like, we had that a few years ago. I mean, I was doing, I want to say pretty well. And I know it wasn't because of anything I was doing. I got kind of pushed from popular Mo's, and that was great. I mean, that's how most YouTubers kind of get their start, is by someone bigger than them pushing them.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that has obviously died down quite a bit. I wouldn't say, like, I get the odd comment here and there, oh, your channel's dead, blah blah blah. It's like, I'm not uploading like I used to. If I was uploading every day or every other day, I would be getting decent views still.
I think so too. Yeah, I think if I was to upload, 2, 3 times a week like I used to, um, even the 3 and 4 times a week when I was really active, I think that I'd get the same views I got then on even old videos.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where now it's like, yeah, it's died off, and I can say my channel is it dying off? No, it's not dying off. I'm not creating content, so I'm not relevant in the algorithm anymore, so no one sees it.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing with the whole, oh, your channel's dying thing, my channel exponentially grew. It was
Yeah.
never, if I go back and look to where I was before popular most kind of, hey, look at this guy, he's a really decent dude, go, he helps me out, blah blah blah, whatever. I
Yeah.
was getting around 50 to 40 views per video. So now
Oh,
I'm
right.
averaging 100 to 300 views per video. So I'm still doing better than I was before I had that push from a YouTuber, and I've lost that growth from that YouTuber, right? I keep the
Right.
subscribers because they just didn't click unsubscribe, but I'm still doing better than where I was before that push.
Well, that's good because I am back to where it was before I started doing like mod reviews and stuff like that. That's the other one too. I really enjoy doing mod reviews. But again, they take a long time to set up. You know what I mean? It's not
Yes.
just get online and start playing a game and have fun. It's a full blown setup. Um, but that being said, I've never really had a push, which is unfortunate. I'd like to get that push eventually, but for now, I'm just kind of driving off of tens of views per
Now
per
you had
video. So
quite a large number of views on some old videos in the past.
those were tutorials.
Were they always tutorials? I thought there was some
They
like
were.
Minecon or other.
Oh yeah. I guess we did have the two biggest ones. I think were from was it Minecon or was it PAX?
I'm not sure. I don't
I
go
think
any.
it was PAX
Okay.
when Minecraft story mode launched.
Yes.
One of the developers, for whatever reason, his daughter watched us, which was really weird because we only had 4,000 subscribers at the time. And he's like, can I get an autograph for
Oh,
her?
that's
Can I
so
get it?" It
awesome.
was really freaking cool because I had no freaking clue. But we lived in the Seattle area, so it made sense
Yeah.
to a certain degree. And they were from the Seattle area, and uh, he's like, "Hey, come on in. We can get you in to play the game before anybody else does." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Can I record?" He's like, "As long as it's not pointed directly at the screen." I'm like, "Can it be at this weird angle?" He's like, "Yeah." So we had it put in this angle. Nobody had gameplay. Not a single person other than Telltale Games had any video of full-blown gameplay of the first level, and we were able to upload the whole first level
That's sweet.
of gameplay, and that blew up like literally overnight. Like people were mad. Like, you have no idea what you've done. I'm like, what are you mad about? I'm confused. I'm like, I don't know what have I done.
That's
Like,
funny.
we weren't asked by Telltale to pull it down. Like, there was no moratorium or anything like that on it
No, you had the permission to do it as well, so it's like,
from one of the devs directly.
yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
So it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it.
And just that you said they asked for your autograph. I've never once experienced that exact thing. But that is kind of the reason that we do it. It's like not so much that we want the popularity, but you want to be recognized, right?
You want to be recognized.
And like I want to be able to, when I die someday, I want to be
Yeah.
able to say I changed someone's life, whether I'm still doing Minecraft or I'm doing YouTube or I do something else completely. I want to be able to say that I changed people's lives for the better.
You want to have an impact on people's
Yes, I
lives.
want someone to
Yeah.
remember me. Like
You
I
have a
don't.
legacy, right?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
think everybody to an extent wants a legacy, and it'd be amazing if that legacy was because you were this Minecraft YouTuber and people really loved watching your content. You made their day better, and all this kind of stuff.
I wholeheartedly agree, dude. Absolutely. I mean, it's just one of those things that does it warms my heart, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100.
It really does.
I had one very like minimal experience with that kind of thing. I went to the Shorty Awards in New York with Pat. He ended up inviting us to that, and we
Oh
went
yeah.
to that, right?
Right.
And I was a nobody, and Pat's there getting recognized by everybody, which was kind of cool.
Or
And he wasn't a
yeah.
huge fan of it. I mean, he at the time was very nervous and anxious in public. He did not like talking to people, and
Interesting.
that was weird. Like I was like, you're this big YouTuber. You've got all this following, and you're nervous around people. Interesting, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's what he was. But when we went into the Shorty Awards, I recognized
Yeah.
log.zip there, right?
Oh yeah.
Which is this is kind of funny because I've worked for him and done a lot of stuff for him, but at the time
For sure.
I had never even spoken to this guy in my life, right?
Okay.
And he comes up, he starts talking to Pat, and then Pat says he introduces log.zip to me, and I'm kind of like a little bit fanboying here, just a little bit, because this was kind of like my first time meeting another big YouTuber. I met Pat earlier that day, like in person for the first time, which was kind of fun, and then I met Tyler, and I'm like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And then Pat's like, yeah, this is Lucas, Lubcubs. He's like, oh, Lubcubs, you did all these different maps, and he's like, he recognized the name Lubcubs, and I was like, you're this big YouTuber, you don't know who I am, but you know what the work I've done, which was really kind of a cool experience.
That's pretty freaking cool, honestly speaking. He knows your name.
Yeah.
That's good enough. Doesn't need to know your face
No,
because you're never on camera. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm online
pretty
as
freaking cool.
Lubcubs, and he recognized Lubcubs. He knew my work. He's done like he played some of my maps that I used to release for free.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool experience for me, and that's kind of like that's why I did it.
freaking cool. That's really, really cool.
That was kind of my only experience with someone actually recognizing me, and not recognizing me, recognizing my name, I guess.
Well, that would be recognizing you. Your name is you, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they did. They recognized you. Log.zip recognized you after being introduced to you. That's freaking gold.
It sounds silly because it's like, yeah, I've actually done so much work for him now, and it's like not a big deal, but at the time it was a really big deal. So
Oh, I think it's a big deal. I think it's freaking awesome. I think that's the kind of thing you kind of shoot for. Is like, okay, you have some kind of name in the universe people know you for.
yeah, true.
I think it's pretty cool, man. I think that's really cool.
Oh, thanks, T. uh,
Oh man, yeah. We've the only time we've ever been recognized was the one time there, and then when we got invited to Mine Fair. You've heard of Mine Fair?
I have. I would love to go to all these different conventions sometime, but I have heard of it.
So Mine Fair, for those of you that don't know, it was kind of like an offshoot of Minecon, but it was by a private company. It wasn't by Microsoft, obviously. And they sent us invitation to be part of the up and coming Minecraft YouTubers. So
That's cool.
get to go up on stage and chat with people, answer questions.
Oh, that's so awesome.
It was pretty cool. I don't have any video of me though, like on stage, which was weird. I was up on stage with, oh shoot, what's his name? Josh. What's your name, dude? I forget his gamer tag. Oh, I can't remember it for the life of me.
I don't remember like Slogo Josh, like big
No,
YouTuber.
not that Josh. No, he makes music. He makes music
Oh,
videos,
I don't
actually.
know any music video people.
Yeah, he makes music videos, Minecraft music videos for the new releases.
Okay.
Um, why can't I remember his name? Anyway, so got to go up on stage, which was really cool, and uh, got to sign autographs for people. We were like at a little table, and then people would come up and ask for your autograph, which was really freaking odd, but cool at the same time, I guess.
Right. Something that you've never experienced before, but it's kind of like a really awesome experience.
It's just a cool experience, right? So we got to help. There was a couple bigger YouTubers there, like Stacy Plays, I think is what her name is.
Yeah.
Um, what's his name that did Crafty?
Oh,
The
Parker.
Parker. We sat down with him and had food and basically um, helped him set up his table for his merch.
That's cool. Was he a small YouTuber at the time, or was he a big YouTuber?
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He had his own booth.
Okay. Still, very cool experience.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Parker's a cool guy. I got to.
He's,
I think
he's
I talked to
pretty chill.
him 3 times in the entire year and a half or almost 2 years that I worked with Log.zip and the Crafty channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The
Was he there local or was it all online?
it was all online,
Okay.
and yeah, I mean all the work we did
Yeah.
was we made projects that Parker could sit down and record for 30 minutes, and then that was it. So he had very little to worry about, and if something went wrong, that's the only time you actually had to talk to Parker. So you didn't often want to talk to Parker.
Oh, it was because the thing went bad.
Yeah, something wasn't working right. So there's a few
Oh, wow.
projects that something just broke in the middle of the project, and he's like, I need to get this recording done. So you just hop in a call with him and help out best you can.
While he's on recording.
Yes. Not like not on recording, but like while he's in the middle of his session.
Right. Interesting. So you didn't want to talk to Parker.
I mean, I would have sat down and had a nice conversation with him, but yeah, no, you didn't want to end up talking to him.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That log.zip company is very much a business, not so much personal connections by any means.
No, that's
No.
unfortunate.
I mean, they're
'Cause it looks like it could be. You know what I mean? Like it has a potential to be.
yeah. I mean, Pat was very friendly. I mean, we're still pretty good friends now. We're talk to each other pretty much daily, whatever. We know everything about each other pretty much. And
Right.
that was great. That was a business that was also a friendship. Tyler, I think I talked to him only like we would touch base once every couple months.
Oh, really?
I was just an employee. There wasn't like they cared about you. They kind of wanted the best for you, but it was definitely we want
An
you to be
employer factor.
yeah, we want you to be happy so that way you do the best work for us.
Got it.
So, different experience. Now that I'm working for Beckro Jack, very much back to the more friendship. I definitely don't have like super long conversations with Jack where we talk about a bunch of stuff, but
Right.
I mean,
But it's more friendly, personal conversations versus how's the project coming along.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'd be willing to sit down. He games Rocket League. I'd sit down, play some Rocket League with him, and shoot just talk for a while, see how things are. I feel like he's that kind of guy, right? Super friendly and super chill, which is kind of what I really enjoy about working in this kind of environment.
For sure. How do you make smooth stone?
You don't. I thought you just baked cobblestone in the oven furnace.
No, I not smooth stone. Sorry, smooth sandstone.
For sandstone
I thought so.
in a
Can you
crafting table.
cook sandstone?
You must have to cook it now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can cook sandstone. Okay, cool. Cook sandstone. Like you can cook cobblestone. There it is. All right, cool. That makes sense.
I am almost done transporting villagers to my base.
I'm really terrible about that, and that's why I always surround a village.
I forgot I was in vanilla and there's no good way to transport villagers. Mojang
Oh
really
yeah,
needs to add a way to transport villagers.
or at least attract them. Like, can you pull out an emerald and they follow you? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. Like bribe them with an emerald,
Exactly.
like
Like
you
at
do
least
with.
little by little. Maybe not follow you like wheat. Maybe not that bad, but at least a little bit.
Yeah, they need to implement something like that. I mean, using boats to transport them and then water
Or mine
elevators.
carts or whatever. It's a
Yeah,
pain in the butt, dude.
I was lucky that my base is kind of next to a big river, which runs up alongside the village. But yeah, Mojang needs to do something there.
Yeah, for sure.
uh, I'm almost done my Lovecraft server.
Oh, I haven't even got a chance to try to log back in.
I
I need
got
to log
so
back
if you guys don't know, I've had Lubbycraft sitting on the side. Lubbycraft is a Minecraft server that I've had for I don't know 3-4 years now,
Yeah.
and I took after I started with cancer last or a year and a half ago now. I kind of shut down the server because I didn't want to deal with it, and I never did anything with it. So about 2 months ago, I talked to Barry, aka Red, who was also iCode, who helped with the old servers. We've been working on getting all the code set up for the new server, and T is going to help out with setting up shops and everything on the server. And I finally finished all the resource packs. I got everything just about done. So yeah, I'm super excited to get that finally up and running, and soon we'll be actually having content come out for Lobbycraft.
It's gonna be pretty cool. I can't wait. I'm super excited to be back on a server, honestly, dude.
I
I'm
am
so
too.
excited.
And the one nice thing about Lobbycraft, I know you said you kind of advocate for modded Minecraft.
Yeah.
Lobbycraft is, in a way, fully vanilla. You can log in fully vanilla client,
But it's not.
and it's
Let's be honest.
it's not. The great thing is that anybody can log into it. It's just a fully vanilla client. You don't need anything special. It uses plugins and stuff to kind of change the game, change the aesthetics, change like the scene, and there's different plugins that let you do different things in the game, which is really cool. But it's all kind of like coded within the vanilla environment, so anybody can do it, kind of thing.
Yeah, anybody can play, but like it's like if you're on there, you feel like you're on a a legit custom server online because it doesn't feel like a vanilla server
Right.
because of all the extra stuff you add, and over time the more you add, it just makes it that much more enjoyable to be on there, honestly.
Lobbycraft season 2 was huge, guys. We had, I don't know, 10 or 12 different bosses. There was 7 or 8 dimensions. There was, I don't know, 100 different weapons. Like they were all retextured vanilla weapons, but they all had different kind of like strengths and different damages and stuff like that.
They were really freaking cool, man.
There's inventory pets. There's hats on the server. Like the server felt completely modded, but Joe Blow could go download Minecraft, not download a single mod, and just join the server, which is kind of why I kind of like it to stay like that, because it doesn't limit people from joining the game.
Yeah, you don't have to download a mod pack, and your computer can be a potato and still play it. You know?
It might not like it because even regular Minecraft doesn't seem to like potatoes anymore. But
No, not at all. But it's still play. You can still play it, and whether it be laggy or not, you can still be on there, which is really cool. That's what makes it, I think, makes it more enjoyable. Like any server, right? Um, any real good server is not technically a modded server.
right,
It's a vanilla server because, like you said, modded limits the amount of people that can play. Because the more mods you have, the stronger of a computer you have to run, and that limits the amount of people that can actually be on there.
yes. So
Like I had a friend that was on your server. She was my mod for Discord.
it's just Ola Cola.
Ola Cola, and she ran a potato basically. And on my server being full of, I mean, I had 100 and some freaking mods on there, whatever it was.
Yeah.
She couldn't run it. She would be laggy as all get out. I mean, she was laggy on your machine, on your
Yes.
server,
And
like real laggy. But I mean, it's still, she could still log in. You know what I mean? She couldn't log into mine at all.
One thing that kind of is a downfall with the way I do my server is because it's fully vanilla, everything was resource pack based. So it was like a 13 megabytes resource pack, which you think about it isn't very big, but apparently it's still too big for some people's internet connection.
Yeah.
Like some people had such
Really?
really bad internet that they just couldn't load the resource pack. They timed out. So they couldn't play with the full experience, but you do what you can.
Yep.
Um, yeah, so I was bringing that up because that's going to be coming out soon, but I didn't do it this season as heavy as I've done
No.
the last
Yours
season.
looks a lot more vanilla than it was in previous seasons for sure.
Yeah, the thing I found with like last season specifically, I was hopping on there almost like once a day because something was broken, something wasn't working right, and that was just a pain in the butt because that was something that I had to do kind of like in my, I mean, I don't even have spare time, but whatever I could call spare time. And after even adding all that stuff, it still wasn't enough for people. Like
Enough for people?
yeah, they still wanted more. They still
Well,
wanted
everybody
to,
wants more, right?
right?
You're never gonna be able to please everybody, but yeah, at some point you just have to say, this is it, dang it. This is what you get, dude. This is it, man. I can add more, but I can only add so much. This is what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm starting off very low this time for the amount of stuff. The server's going to have custom world generation, and it's going to have vanilla shop, player shops, and a custom spawn and hats. That's it.
Yes.
So still
I'm
more
excited
than
for
a
that.
regular Minecraft world.
And you do have your own currency, which is super appreciated because
True.
I hate using like diamonds and stuff like that for currency.
And like players can choose to use that if they want to for their player shops or whatever, right? They can do diamonds or they can do regular L bucks for currency.
Right, yeah, they're called L bucks, which is really freaking cool.
L bucks.
Yeah,
And
so these are
actually, it's a
dollars.
little bit different this season too because I got Barry to kind of do it so that the L bucks were vault base. So past
What does that mean?
seasons, they were scoreboard based. So if a player changed their name, it was such a pain
Yeah,
in the butt to go and try to update their L box and all their inventory stuff, or their, not their inventory, but like their scores, because that doesn't transfer over when you change player names. It's tied to the
really?
name. It was not tied to the UUID of the player. So with
Oh,
Vault,
I
it's
see.
tied to the UUID of the player. So yeah, it should be
So if they change their name, it's not going to be, it won't affect them that
right. I
much.
won't have to do anything.
Okay, cool. Because people do that. They change their name, they change their skin like regularly throughout the season. I don't know why, but people do that.
Yeah,
Which is also really good for security because that was an issue too. People would just change their name and log back in, right?
yeah,
If
we
they were
had
banned.
the nice thing about band is it's often tied to the UUID of the player, or at least the
Yeah.
IP address. But people just get VPNs and they work their way
Yeah,
around
yeah. You can
bans,
bypass
whatever.
an IP address.
But
But now is it tied to the UUID, right?
it's
Yes.
kind of always been tied to the UUID in terms of bans.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just people try to find a way around it. We finally kind of dealt with a certain individual who was a griefer, and
I still talk to him.
do you?
I do.
What's his name again?
I
I don't know
do.
if I want to put that here.
Every once in a while, he pings me and says hello.
I don't know if I want to if I don't want to call that out, but wasn't it like Cookie
I'm not going to
something?
call his name out. Huh?
Was it Cookie something?
Yeah, and then Doom, and he
Okay.
went by a bunch of different names.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was the problem, right? Because he would continuously change his name to try to
Yeah, and
spoof
you
to try to get back
couldn't.
in.
You just had to kind of go off of their vibe as to whether or not it was the same person. And then after you kind of figured it out, you realized they were just playing games, and they'd admit to it finally. Yeah, that was such a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it was.
Server admin is not
I
fun
understood
work.
him after a while. After talking to him, I understood him quite a bit. I mean, maybe not entirely. Like, I'm not trying to be psychological about it or anything, but he's it was cry for attention or help. And in all honesty, he was a good kid. It's just he didn't really have any kind of guidance, so he just was constantly looking for attention. And there are those people in the world, and it's unfortunate, but it's just their upbringing uh, kind of led to that. So I don't blame them wholeheartedly, but at the same time, yeah, it can be a pain in the butt.
Definitely as a server administration when you've got other things you have to be doing at the same time instead of dealing with drama.
Right, and that's what it turns out to be. Is just drama. So and so did X Y Z. I'm like, okay, come on, come on, man.
So I was always grateful to have you kind of able to hop on and help out with things and other
I enjoyed it, dude. That was like absolutely fun to do.
to help with the drama.
Yeah,
Really?
it was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked helping out with the nonsense. It was fun.
Well, I'm sure there'll be lots of nonsense once the next season releases.
I almost can guarantee it. I'm excited for the next season. Though. I really am. I'm super ecstatic for the fact that you're even bringing it back. I wasn't sure if you were going to or not because all the stuff you have going on. I know you're a busy guy altogether in general. You know.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure it was going to come back either, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be real cool. Oh, this looks kind of interesting. What I just did. Oops, I just broke my pick. So what we have coming up in the very near future is a day. Do you celebrate this?
Are we talking about Valentine's Day here?
Valentine's Day or Valentine Day or however you want to say it.
You know, I always say no, and I say, "Oh, it's a Hallmark holiday. You don't celebrate that." But that's what I celebrate Christmas, right? I celebrate Christmas as a Hallmark holiday. So I don't know.
Christmas is a Hallmark holiday, but
I don't know why I don't celebrate Valentine's Day as much. But at the same time, every year I get Evelyn something, and we try to do dinner or something like that. So to an extent, we celebrate it.
Yeah, when my mother-in-law moved, and I'll explain why I'm talking about my mother-in-law in a second. When my mother-in-law moved, did we end up actually celebrating anything other than having dinner at home? We usually have dinner at home because it's always frustrating to go out because the restaurants are so ridiculous.
Right.
They're absolutely slammed. And so I'm like, no, I'm not doing that crap. But my mother-in-law's birthday is on Valentine's Day. So we were never able to really celebrate Valentine's Day because we're always doing something for her birthday.
Okay.
So to me, it kind of lost its need, I guess. So we don't really celebrate it wholeheartedly, but we do have dinner.
Right.
You know,
do you guys do like a card or chocolates or anything like that?
No chocolates because Chauncey's like on a perpetual diet for the rest of her life.
Oh, that's a teddy bear.
There's like chocolates. So I don't know. We just kind of do dinner. Every once in a while, I'll get her something, but I don't really buy anything.
Fair enough.
Should I be buying stuff?
If you want to. I don't. Evelyn and I always say, yeah, we're not going to celebrate it. We don't buy each other anything, and then I go and buy her something just because I want to, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. This whole entire time, it's been 20 plus years of me probably doing it wrong, which is probably true because I'm an idiot, so it does happen.
I really have a thing for gift giving. I definitely think I do gifts really well, and I really enjoy giving people gifts. So any opportunity I can get to give someone something that's gonna make them happy, I just go for it.
I can see that. Okay, that makes sense.
I just had my birthday, and Evelyn is not.
You did. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
For those of you that don't know, absolutely. I did say happy birthday though on your birthday, right?
You did. Okay, yes. Good. But Evelyn is not the best gift giver ever, so it's different when you like. I don't know. I feel like giving gift to someone you care about is very important to kind of show that you care about them. There's other ways, of course, that you show that you care for someone. I mean, she takes care of me like as much as possible, which is kind of how she shows it. But yeah, I don't know. Gifts are just a different thing altogether. It kind of shows that you kind of know what your person wants, what they like, and
to a certain degree, like to this very day, like Chauncey and I have been together for over 20 years. I think since '99, right? So it's been a long time.
Been a little while.
25 years we've been together. Anyway, so to this very day, it's really hard to shop for her because she's a grown woman. She buys whatever the heck she wants, just like I'm a grown man. I buy whatever the heck I want. There's not really
Yes.
much that we want. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I want that's outrageous. Like I'm not gonna go out and buy it right now, and I don't expect her to buy it either. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I get that. But then
But
there's things that you
th-
can do that aren't stuff that you can just go out and buy all the time.
no, that's true. There's like, experiences are a big thing, right? Like, okay, she's never been to Catalina, so years ago I bought her passes for us to take one of the little boats to Catalina, a little island over here near our house. And we still have never gone. We have the tickets, but we still never gone. You know.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
it's just stuff like that, I guess. Like I buy her like massages at a massage parlor, stuff she won't do for herself,
Right.
stuff like that. But it's really hard because there's only so much of that.
Um,
Uh,
I think 2 years ago I got Evelyn one of those. Do you always see advertisements for it where you get like a custom song made?
okay, no, I've
And
never seen that.
oh, really? So like you can actually
No.
go to this website and you order like a custom song. Like you tell them all the information that you want in the song, all the details, and they kind of write and make lyrics, write this music, and then do a song up for you. So
Okay.
she really liked that. Kind of brought tears to her eyes, of course.
Aw, that's
But
really sweet. Look at you
and
being all
then
freaking romantic.
oh, thanks. And then last year, uh, because I don't know why, I felt the need to do another song, but instead of paying for it, I just kind of wrote it myself and saying it myself, so it was super cringe. But I don't know.
Oh, nice,
It was a
nice. I
meaningful
want to
gift.
hear cringe, Lubby.
No, no cringe, Lovey. No one gets to see that side.
Oh yeah, we gotta find that tune and freaking play that online.
That's
That'd
funny.
be a good time right there. I'm excited already.
But like, there's like all these different ways that you can kind of show your partner that you care for them, and even if it's a monetary gift, something that you know that they would never buy themselves, but you think they would like would be really cool.
Yeah, no, that's true. There are a lot of things that people will refuse. Like I won't spend that much money because it's I'd rather spend it on the kids or whatever. And she does that a lot. I do that too, right? I'll forego a lot of things in lieu of I'd rather get stuff for the kids than getting me some stupid whatever it is. And I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's just what I do.
I guess
And
we don't have that where we could spend money on better things. It's just like we just have to worry about each other for now. So that
yeah,
might
which is
change
really good.
someday.
Honestly, enjoy that. Seriously, it goes really fast once or if you guys ever do have kids or if you want to have kids or whatever. I don't know what you guys' situation is, but
Hopefully in the next 2 years.
hopefully, cool, very cool. I wish you all the best of luck because it stops being about you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got somebody else to really consider everything for, and that becomes not a challenge, but I've definitely have two Lamborghinis that live upstairs.
Lamborghinis. That's funny.
Yeah, kids ain't cheap.
No, that's for sure.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, but they are the best thing that's happened to us. I'd have to say.
Oh, so romantic.
Oh,
Such a sap.
such a sap. I am such a sap. It's all right. I don't give a crap. I made myself a hub for my waystone. I
Oh,
just realized I didn't have a waystone here at home. I'm like, how come I couldn't? I had to walk 4,000 blocks the other day when I was collecting materials, and when we last recorded, I had to walk 4,000 blocks back
oh
to
shoot.
find home. And I'm like, why don't I have a waystone at home when I had a couple extras? Anyway, I'm gonna pull down that Christmas tree too.
Yeah, I gotta do that at some point.
Ooh.
Where is that? Right there.
Ooh, where are you? I know it's not Christmas anymore. Time for the Christmas tree to come down. Like in my Epic world, I have a Christmas tree in there from I think it was from like 2012, and I left it up because it's just one of those things that you just kind of leave up because it was a build. But I don't want to keep it. Christmas tree.
How long did you leave your Christmas tree up this year?
At home,
Yeah.
we pulled it down the day after New Year's, so on January 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we
think-
don't usually. Sometimes we leave it up a little bit later because we're being lazy about it. but we usually pull it down pretty quick.
I think ours came down again the day after New Year's, but my lights were up like maybe a week later.
So we have on our house, I put up years ago, 2 years ago to be exact, not that long ago, permanent Christmas lights.
Ooh, like fixed to the
Yeah,
eavesdrop or something.
They're mounted underneath the eaves,
Okay.
and they're all obviously LED strip, and they're waterproof. And I change color for them. They stay on year round.
That's cool. So like
So
regular
like,
just
during
white or
Valentine's Day, they'll
whatever.
change pink. Yeah, right now they're white. So the house is all lit up white all the freaking time.
Yeah.
And then during Valentine's Day it'll turn pink. On St. Patty's Day it'll be green, and so on. Like the 4th of July we can change it to red, white, and blue or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah,
I think I
thought they're pretty cool.
I put up like these LED panels for Christmas this year, and I had them
Yeah.
as red and green. And then I'm kind of doing the same thing now. Right now they're just blue because it's winter, so I was like, blue. But
Blue.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
makes
Valentine's
sense.
Day I'll do pink or red or something, and just have it change up, which is kind of fun.
I think that's pretty cool. Their panels, where do they go?
So they're just like a little 6x4 like LED panel that's super bright, and you can kind of
Oh, okay.
screw it to a tree or screw it to a post or whatever. So like I got one kind of sitting right on next to my garage lamp or light or whatever, and
Okay.
then I got another one that's kind of staked near the front door next to a tree. So
Huh.
very simple,
That's
very
cool.
low effort.
Low effort. Mine were a pain in the butt to install, man.
Are you
They
in
were a
your
challenge.
forever home now? Do you think?
Probably. I'd say yes. We're in our home until the kids are out of school home.
Okay. It seems
Yeah,
like you
so-
put a lot of money into your house, aside from like the solar panels on the roof, the home electrical,
For sure.
the
The studio,
lights, all that kind of stuff.
the bar, everything else. Yeah, we know we've built a lot. We've added a lot to this house. It's also increased its value. So, I mean, when we bought this thing, it's worth almost double from what we bought it.
Oh wow.
And with all the extra stuff, it just makes it more appealing to buy
Right.
eventually.
Now, when you
know?
say worth almost double, is that what's it called, inflation, or is that like the amount of work you put into it?
Combination of both. So, with just the cost of like houses going up, it's probably gone up to it's probably about $150,000 less than what we've added to the house.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the stuff you've added has added value.
It has added value. I mean, you can technically call this studio square footage because it is approved by the city.
Oh, there you go.
So I've technically added square footage to the house.
Is it approved as like a shed or a studio, or like could you put a
Approved
bed
as
in
an
it?
as an outbuilding.
So you could put like a little sleeping quarters in it and have it as like a guest
because
house.
because the electrical is permitted because of its size. It's at 150 square foot. I don't know what that is in meters.
Yeah.
At 150 square foot or less, it doesn't require plans to be submitted and approved by the city. It just needs to have where are you placing it, what are the materials it's being built out of, and is it insulated? Yes. Okay, cool. And they sign off on it over the counter.
Cool.
Where if it was slightly bigger than this, I'd have to get full drawings and like full construction plans and submit them to the city, and the city would have to approve them as a full construction project. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does.
Right. And then I could add it as like actual square footage to the house, where right now it's added as an outbuilding, not a shed.
So
So
it's not
it's just
square footage for the house.
So technically it's square footage for the house when I go to sell it, but on the tax assessor's page, it won't show it. It'll have to be just off of our measurements.
Gotcha. So can you write it off as like office space in taxes or no?
Yeah, we do. No,
Okay.
we do every year. Yeah, we write it off for we use it for office space, square footage,
Cool.
percentage square footage of the house as office space, because it's legitimately office space.
Right. It's
mean,
your whole
you walk
studio.
in there-
That's where you do all your random rewind and your computer and all
Exactly.
that stuff.
Exactly. So it's legit. I mean, I even do my real estate in here, so I can say I use it all for office space. Whoa, that's a lot of hearts. The villagers, like all of a sudden, all of them started to mate,
Oh,
and it's just like 100 hearts floating in the air. That was weird.
the villagers are
I've never
getting
seen
it
that
on.
before. They're all the dudes are getting it on.
All the
They're,
dudes.
they're, I mean, they're all dudes.
I guess technically.
Are they not all dudes?
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Why?
They're like, I think villagers are like frogs.
Why did they not add genders to villagers?
I don't know. I really have no idea.
Like
I mean, they added a female character to the game.
Yeah, and they've added
Why didn't they
all these
change
new
the villagers like that?
skins for like players to have females and different races and everything like that. But they did a big villager update where they all had different textures, but they still just kept
They
them
did.
as.
But there's no gender.
I guess none of the animals have genders. I guess it would be a lot more complicated for breeding purposes.
Well, I mean, the animals, who cares? Honestly, the sheep, you're never gonna know.
Right.
But I can tell that this is a dude. He's a
Can you
bald-headed
though?
dude.
Maybe it's a bald-headed woman.
Okay,
And
fair enough.
some of them have hair when they get textures, don't they?
Fair enough. I mean, not to be superficial, but that's one ugly woman.
You're so judgmental, T. Hashtag
I am so
canceled.
judgmental about these villagers. Sorry, villagers.
Hashtag getting canceled.
Getting canceled. TeeBlitz getting canceled. TeeBlitz freaking TeeBlitz drama being sexist
that's-
against villagers, Minecraft villagers.
Villagers and all villager kind.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Amy. Hi, Amy.
Now you gotta start naming your villagers different female names.
Yeah. Yeah, I just need a bunch of freaking what do you call it? Name tags. I can just start naming these villagers.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, there's no way a woman this ugly wears a monocle.
Maybe she's too rich to care.
Oh, maybe. Yes. Yeah, maybe.
That's not a place to end it. I don't know what is. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. If you haven't already, leave a comment down below letting us know what Blocktalk videos you want to see, what topics you want to hear. But guys, most importantly, please don't forget to have a lovely day, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh wait, this is in Game Wave. But thanks guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to have a lovely day. Bye guys.
See ya.